next guest, Dmitry Kozko, CEO of Motorsport Games. MSGM is the ticker symbol. It's all about the video game sector. It is great to have you on with us. Thank you so much. Obviously, during the pandemic, we saw video games on the rise, and you basically are partnered with NASCAR, IndyCar, all the big names we know. How's business, and what's your outlook for 2022?
Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for having us on a show. Look, for 2022, I think it's very simple. There's going to be more gaming, more esports, more content creations, and more streamers. We're seeing that continue to rise. I think additionally, there will be a continuing adoption of AR and VR. As everybody's tracking already some progress in this, I believe blockchain and crypto will continue to make its way into the gaming.
So it certainly is a growing area. I think the AR, VR stuff is on point because we're starting to hear that even about Apple, right? And the metaverse, all of that is going to be intertwined. How does motorsport fit in with all that?
Well, the good question is the fact that we focus on virtual racing. And if you look at a lot of games out there, a lot of the different game genres actually incorporate some form of driving of vehicles and so on. So us being, we consider to inspire the best in the virtual racing world, there will be some sort of integration of us going forward on one or another or many different metaverses. Our vision is to be as widely distributed as possible to all the users in wherever they possibly are. And if they like to consume their gaming content through a particular metaverse, so it's fair to assume you could find us there one day as well.
And as you mark, I guess, an anniversary here on the NASDAQ, though the company was founded back in 2018, and all these fantastic partnerships. And for example, the NASCAR installment is unbelievable because that's a flagship and a name that everybody knows. And by the way, America's great sport watched on television. So I would have to imagine that translates into the world of gaming and esports. Do you find people just want to play and stream and download, or is it there betting involved? What are some of the themes that you're watching?
Well, we first find folks in the community trying to participate in the season, in the NASCAR season, as much as they can, right? And gaming being one of those where they could play their favorite hero, their favorite team, drive their favorite car per se. So the virtual environment and our official NASCAR game allows folks to do that. So we do see those that want to interact with the sport more than watching or being at the track. They tend to gravitate towards the gaming. And esport is an interesting one because before you get into interacting with the sport, sometimes you just get introduced to the sport by watching a friend of yours or somebody else playing competitively. And that really demonstrates the level of drama and excitement that is possible in virtual racing. So we see that true in NASCAR and many other race series, official race series that we handle, especially on the esports side.
So what has to happen that you'll continue to do so well and grow? I mean, is it just people continuing to have this interest and stay engaged? I'm sure you follow engagement statistics data very closely. Is it getting more of the consoles out, whether it's, I don't know if you're connected to these things like, PlayStation and Xbox. Is it the virtual reality AR headsets? What keeps people engaged in a way that Motorsport Games, and I'm sure your trajectory is to continue to grow? What's going to drive that?
Well, simple answer is great products, right? Great games that deliver great positive emotions that fans want to share and play against their friends and really immerse themselves into this interactive entertainment format. So for us to continue the growth trajectory, we have to deliver great games. We have to continue to listen to the community because normally they are showcasing to us what makes a great game. So I think that interaction with the users, and if one of those examples of them wanting to really embrace VR, and virtual racing is very native for type of VR equipment, we would deliver on that. So that's one way to have us grow. And of course, we'll push the envelope and introduce some innovative things that hopefully the fans did not predict yet, but would be excited by.
All right. Well, you'll come back and you'll tell us about some of the developments over the next year or so as well. It's nice to see you, Dmitry, and congratulations, continuing to grow. And obviously, you're listing on the NASDAQ last year. MSGM is the ticker of Motorsport Games. Dmitry Kozko, CEO. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Thanks.
Thanks, Nicole.